Hello and welcome to day 186 of Dungeon23, the series where we make a room of a mega dungeon every day for a year. There is going to be explosions in the background because it is currently 4th of July, but I don't really have anything special planned for the series, but whatever. So in this room we have two chests. In this one here, we have a skeleton, just a regular singular skeleton, with a +1 short bow and 1d4 +1/+1 arrows. So a +1 to hit and a +2 to damage because it's a +1 arrow and a +1 weapon. And just because when he pops out, he's going to attack the party, the skeleton does not have disadvantage on range attacks in the melee range. That is just because I want the skeleton to actually be deadly. Well, not deadly, I mean like dangerous. Although it's more of an inconvenience at this level. Now for this chest here, this chest contains 4d6 plus 6 gold pieces, so some nice treasure, as well as a scroll of dispel magic that is like disguised, or not disguised, but like written to look like a scroll of water breathing. And of course, when cast on a creature, it dispels the most recent spell effect on them instead of actually giving them water breathing. So if someone wants to re-up their water breathing, it's actually going to end it, assuming it was the most recent thing. And the DC to realize that this is basically a trap is 16. And I did have something very similar in a game once. It was that disaster game, which I'm still gonna eventually talk about, whatever. But the plot involved a hag giving another character a scroll of remove curse, but it was actually a curse itself, and that if you used it, it'd cure the curse, but the curse would be instead inflicted upon the user. A bit more esoteric and straightforward, but this one just a straight up, it's a faked thing. Maybe there's like a thin sheet of paper over it so you could peel it off, actual spell behind it. I don't know. Invisible writing, any number of things. But it's just a DC 16 Arcana basically realized, well no, this incantation does this. This verbal component would actually mean this. Basically to figure out, well this doesn't do what it says it does. And a scroll of dispel magic is still pretty valuable. You just have to know not to use it on yourself when you don't mean to. So yeah, that is our two chests that are in this room, right below the reef shark room and the goblin snorkel room. And yeah, that's basically it. If you want to see more of this water level, then consider liking the video, commenting down below, subscribing to the channel, turning on notifications, all that algorithm stuff, so that way these videos show up in recommendations more often and the channel can grow. Or you could always just come back tomorrow because this series is daily. So yeah, thanks for watching and or listening. I apologize for the poor quality. It's not going to improve.